Unmuting. Live from Night City, it's Super Gamekast 2 with your host, Bronson Fiore.
What is up, everybody? It is good to be back.
Woo!
Holy shit, it's been a long time.
It feels like forever, right?
It does. I'm happy to be back. Had a bunch of shit happen when I was on vacation that wasn't very good. Then I had a fucked up tooth issue right as I got back. So I was out. I could not podcast. I was going to podcast from Vegas, but the internet was 5 megabytes down.
Oh my god. Okay.
And
no thanks.
And like 1 megabyte up, so it would have been like a slideshow. And then on the other side of that, I tried just my face was like too swollen, and I was in pain. Like I was like working, like, thank God for Anthony. So my girlfriend's computer broke and Anthony and I were going to work on it. And thank God for Anthony, because like that was the morning I was supposed to go to the dentist, or like that afternoon after I got the computer done. And I was like, I took the motherboard out from the old PC, prepped the new board, like put the RAM in and everything. And then like did some light cable management, but the rest was like on Anthony.
Oh my god.
Like the man's a hero, so
yes.
Shout out to him.
Shout out to Anthony Taw, as usual, but especially.
Yes, he does our clips when I'm here. So,
well, I'm glad you're feeling all right now, right?
Yeah, no, I'm feeling a lot better. I'm on a lot of these for the next week.
All right,
sure.
That's fun.
That's fun.
Good times. Yeah, good times.
Yeah, did those let you see Elvis in your refrigerator?
What?
Did those let you see Elvis in your refrigerator?
Yeah, they do.
Good.
Great.
Very good.
I
don't know. You take those and combine that with that video you shared with me of like the Everclear fucking Shadowlands drink. You're seeing Elvis in your refrigerator forever.
Oh, dude, no. I saw that. I'm like, that makes the paint can look like a drink for small children.
I can't help but feel like it's a waste of money. I know it's all going to be drunk, but like just watching someone pour bottles and bottles and bottles of alcohol into a sink, just like, oh boy, this is a bad idea.
If your goal is to get fucked up, you're good, right?
I mean, yes, you're right. And they threw some fruit in there.
When you're making jungle juice, when you're making jungle juice, the goal is just to get blackout drunk.
Which that's fair.
And to not taste it at all.
I'm gonna be the designated driver at that party. Thank you very much.
I will be a different designated driver.
I think they were that bad, like our 20s. We were like, yeah, let's just drink some shit and let's see what happens. And then 30s were like, yeah, no, let's get other people just drunk as shit.
Yeah, no, like exactly.
Oh god, that's funny.
Well, yeah, there was a point in time where like my goal was to get fucked up, but now like I want it to taste good. Like I don't.
Right.
I don't care about the side effects.
Yeah,
I've had this conversation with my girlfriend about how like if I had met her like 6 years earlier, we would have never dated because I was like ending my party phase.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah. Yep. I was, I had those fun years. Now, if I did them, my body would be like, "The fuck you doing?"
Right.
So.
Goddamn.
Also, when I was in Vegas, I found out a fun little tidbit about my laptop.
Okay.
So I wanted to play games on my grandmother's television. She has a big 75-inch Samsung. And I was just like, all right, cool. I'd be down to play games on this while I sit here and do nothing.
Yeah.
Because I'm in Pahrump and my mother has a cold and my grandmother's in the hospital.
Sure.
Once again, why the vacation was not a vacation.
Yes.
So
yes.
And I found out, and I knew this when I bought it, but the way this laptop works, it has a dedicated NVIDIA GPU, and then it has an APU for when you want to save battery or just watch videos or whatever.
Okay.
The APU is connected to the HDMI port. The GPU is connected to USB-C, so you can do USB-C video through it.
Yeah.
I'm sure some of you can already see where this problem is going.
Mm-hmm.
So this TV only took HDMI. So I plugged the HDMI in, and some games ran perfectly. Right?
Sure.
You lose a little bit of performance, but like it processes on the GPU, goes through the APU, and then out the HDMI.
Mm-hmm.
The problem is some games don't know how to handle this shit at all, and it breaks them horribly. Like Bayonetta, where you can only see a white screen.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Or Persona 4, where it just like will not run at the resolution you tell it to. It just refuses.
Cool.
So yeah, that was fun. So if you're looking at a laptop, no, it's a very good laptop, but you may need to buy a USB-C to HDMI adapter. Or
Okay.
just deal with playing on a 14-inch screen, whichever you prefer.
Yeah. Dang.
So other than that, I don't know. It's been a long 2 weeks. I saw you guys handle the news adeptly.
Oh yeah.
Did a good job.
Yeah.
We had a good time. There was a lot of news. Holy hell.
Yeah.
There's a lot to talk about.
Yeah.
Absolutely. 100%.
So
So
but then yeah, so we've been off for I guess 2 weeks now.
well, yeah, you guys did the 1 week, and then we were off last week because it was you guys had holiday stuff, and then I had the tooth thing going on. So
Right.
So yeah,
Yep.
it ended up being
Yeah, it was a lot. It was a lot, and it made sense, you know.
Yeah.
Like, but what we're saying is, we've been kind of playing it cool, you know, the last few weeks or so, or
Mhm.
months even. And then these last couple weeks, we really played it cool. We're just trying to rest for a bit, and we're here to let you
Mhm.
know. We're here to put you on notice. Coming back.
We're back.
You're ready to see us again.
The Dark Knight returns. Um,
Return of the
Idiot
Jedi.
Knight. Yeah. Jesus.
Lordy.
So yeah, what do we want to talk about first here?
Well, I made this little docket.
You made this little docket, and I'm
I did.
just gonna let you know I did not have a lot of the links to these titles, so I'm searching them up on the fly.
Okay, well, I will stall for you.
I've got the first story. If you want to talk about the first story for a little bit.
So yeah, hey Jesse, your fantasy team is not doomed.
I know, right? I got two. I got 2 games now.
You're. It's in a rough spot, but if you get the right pickups,
Yep.
I think you'll be safe. So we do Fantasy Game Critic, and one of Jesse's picks, God of War Ragnarok, is officially coming out November the 9th.
All
It's actually
right.
happening.
Wow.
Yep. So
I didn't think they were gonna make it. To...
I know the fact that they just kept not talking about it, right?
Right. Just wow. So fantastic.
Yeah, so it's out this year, PS4,
take a look at
PS5.
this trailer here. I'm just gonna have that on in the background while we talk. Oh, it's only 30 seconds. Okay.
And it's a cinematic trailer too. No gameplay.
Cool. So yeah, we definitely don't know. All right.
Yep. We just still have the one gameplay trailer from last year.
Yep.
That's all we got.
Okay.
I mean, I loved that first game. It's a game that I constantly think about going back and getting the platinum for.
Sure.
Yeah. But that said, it looks dope. Game looks great. They did do a collector's edition reveal. No pricing on it. No pricing on it yet. But it comes with Thor's hammer, a replica of Thor's hammer.
Nice.
A Keeper's Shrine collectible box. A steelbook, but the steelbook does not include the game. It gives as a digital code for the game, which is weird.
That's a trend I hate.
Yeah, same.
I'm so tired of this shit.
With a
come on.
Fucking does it dude? It costs you what, $3 to make that disc,
right?
And this collector's edition is $150. It's to get you to buy the game twice. That's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
That's 100% what it is. Anyway, so and it includes a dwarven dice set, and then 2 carved veneers, and downloadable content. Then there's the Yonar, the big version of that, which adds in a special ring, a cloth map, a pin set, and a vinyl of the soundtrack.
Wow.
So, no word on pricing. Pre-orders open up the 15th at 10 a.m. Eastern time.
So wait, so
$150 for that.
would either of
the
you
big one.
consider?
Wait, how much for the big one?
I'm gonna guess 150 to 199.
If it's 150, I will totally jump on that shit.
Really?
No doubt. Anyway, Aaron, what were you saying? Yeah.
I was wondering if you guys were at all interested in buying all this stuff, because I don't know about you guys, but like especially over time, I've just not been all that crazy about collecting physical like collector editions of games unless it really speaks to me. Which God of War doesn't for me, but you know.
This one does because it's Thor's hammer. That's a pretty
literally the Thor's hammer, huh? All right.
That's what does it. I could get like vinyl's cool. I'll throw it in the vinyl collection. Like the dice set, who cares? The cloth map, who cares? Steelbooks are nice. I like a good steelbook.
Mm-hmm.
Pins I can give to my girlfriend. The box, who gives a shit? And then the figures, who gives a shit?
But so even
like,
even with so much that you're not really all that into, like, are you thinking about like giving those away to friends or?
Yeah. Like I said, like the vinyl I'll keep, the hammer I'll keep, the dice set, no. I'm good.
Right.
Don't.
You have a number
ring,
of friends that could make use of that dice set. So
yes, I do.
That makes sense.
So,
I used to be really into collector's editions, but like then I realized I have to have a place.
Yep.
For that stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I'm in a 1-bedroom apartment currently, so like space is not exactly abundant.
No, same. Pretty much all my spots for collector's edition are taken up. I got my Halo helmet. I got my Last of Us and Uncharted statues and my Halo statue, and that's kind of all the space I have for these at the moment. Even then, like it would have to be priced really well and look really awesome.
Exactly. Yeah.
Is the thing. Like Thor's hammer, that's pretty fucking dope. Even then it's kind of small though, because 16 inches for Thor's hammer.
Right.
So it's like even then, so like
it's probably properly sized for people like us, not for Kratos.
Yeah. So I don't know. I'm like, whatever. This is, like it's cool. It's really cool. This is one of the cooler collector's editions.
Right.
I really regret not getting that Spider-Man one. That statue is awesome.
Yeah.
That'd be one where I would make room. So
right.
I don't know. This is a cool thing. I'm really annoyed that they didn't do priced with it.
Yeah.
Knowing me, I'll probably just pay the $10 extra they'll have for a steelbook version. Because over the past year, I've gotten really into the steelbooks. I think they're really nice.
Steelbooks really are cool. Nice. Yeah.
And like for an extra like $10, like yeah, sure.
Like yeah,
why not? I'm kind of annoyed that the Last of Us Part 1 steelbook sold out immediately. But
yeah,
is what it is. Got my Gran Turismo steelbook that looks dope.
Nice.
That's nice.
Oh, yeah. So yeah,
people are excited for that God of War.
They are. That's kind of the big game for me for the second half of the year. Like I was talking with my girlfriend, I'm like, there's no way Bayonetta isn't getting pushed. Like I'm sorry, like I have no faith that it doesn't get pushed.
Right,
like, just fact. So like looking at the rest of the year, I'm like, there's stuff that I'm interested in. Like I'll be happy to play a PC version of No More Heroes 3. I'll be happy to check out Live Alive. I'll be happy to check out Batman.
Yep.
But like for stuff that I'm like generally gotta play this shit immediately, it's essentially it's essentially God of War.
Gotcha.
So
I mean, look at in terms of like stuff to play in the latter half of the year. Have you looked at like Square Enix's lineup?
Yeah, I don't care about any of it except for Live Alive.
The next 5 months, there's so much shit that they're releasing.
All right, I want to hear
within the next 5 months. There's a reason that Forspoken got delayed, and I think it's because the rest of their shit is
there's too much.
packing the next 6 months.
Okay.
You have like Dealfield Chronicle. You've got what else is in here? Star Ocean. You've got a couple other JRPGs, some other Final Fantasy VII stuff. Like I don't understand what they're doing. Just being like, here you go. Here's all of it.
Yeah.
Like
All right.
the stuff that I was interested in from Square is Final Fantasy Crisis Core Reunion and Live Alive. That's it. Like I have Live Alive pre-ordered. I'm excited to dip into it.
Sure.
And then other than that, like just not much of their lineup speaks to me. But
Valkyrie Elysium coming out with remake of Valkyrie Profile. I'm gonna pick that up. Harvestella, gonna pick that up.
Nope.
That's Harvest Moon and Rune Factory together. It's there's a ton of shit that they're releasing that I'm just like, I'm gonna spend a lot of money.
Yeah, okay. I pulled up the list of like Splatoon 3, very interested.
Yes.
Last of Us Part 1, I will pick it up if there are meaningful changes because I love the first one. So if it is a big enough jump, I'll give it a look.
Yeah.
Marvel Midnight Suns is another maybe. No More Heroes 3 running on a platform that can actually run the game. Great. And Gotham Knights. That's kind of the rest of the year. The only big and God of War. Like God of War is the only one of those where I'm like, I need to fucking play this.
Right.
Now here's a bunch of shit that is supposedly coming out this year but has no dates that I'm interested in.
Okay.
Bayonetta 3. Fucking
Good luck.
I want it. I want it so bad. World of Warcraft Dragonflight. I still don't believe it's coming out this year. I call bullshit.
There's no way. There's still not a beta.
Fucking way. The alpha started like this week.
Yep.
I just don't believe it. I believe like February. Wrath Classic. Final Fantasy Crisis Core. We're gonna party like it's 2008.
Oh yeah.
Dragon Ball: The Breakers.
That's right.
Oh, that's the Dead by Daylight one.
Yeah.
Yep.
I watched the alpha of that shit. It looks so awesome. Goodbye, Volcano High. Hogwarts.
Oh, that
Legacy.
was a Volcano High launch reveal, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was and it's still in development.
Holy shit.
And then finally we have Hogwarts Legacy and River City Girls 2.
Yeah.
Oh, also Skull and Bones. That's going to be good, right? That hasn't been in development forever.
Which
I mean,
always
that's going
is
to be
good.
great.
That's always
right?
good stuff to happen.
It's a good sign.
Yeah, I'm good. I'll just play Sea of Thieves.
I'll give it a shot. You know.
I'll watch trailers.
Yeah.
Like Sea of Stars got pushed. That was a big one I was excited for. Spider-Man's next year. Resident Evil's next year. Yeah. So it's
Soul
a very,
Hackers 2. I'm very excited about.
Yeah, it's just a very thin rest of the year. Volcano High is still supposedly coming this year to PS5 and Steam.
Supposedly.
So
we'll see.
Yeah, it's
Yeah. Well, hey, I just want to say hi to Snow Rabbit in the chat real quick.
Holy shit, Snow Rabbit.
Hello, Snow Rabbit.
A while. So God of War, excited for it. I think that's the only game that's going to come out that has a chance of beating Elden Ring for Game of the Year in the general press.
Yep.
Sure.
So
something sneaks in somewhere, but I just not seeing
it. Like Bayonetta's too niche. Like like just everything else got pushed. It's just not. Yeah.
Right. Yep.
Funnily enough, as for our fantasy teams, Ninja is on the come up. Aaron is on a backslide with Forspoken and Starfield getting pushed to next year.
Yeah.
So.
All right.
Anyway, moving forward, hey, Nintendo is doing their first special edition of the Nintendo Switch OLED.
They sure are.
It looks sick. It is the Splatoon 3 special edition.
Man, look at this thing.
It does look pretty sick. It does look pretty sick.
It looks really cool if I didn't already own a Switch OLED.
Yep.
Where is my Super Nintendo Switch? Nintendo.
I know, right?
Where's it at?
How have they not? Like, we're starting to get, I don't know, deep into this console's life cycle, but imagine like an N64 variant where everything's in that atomic purple or like kind of see-through shit.
Yeah, like well,
People would love
Nintendo, like you think about like all the collector's editions of the 3DS.
that.
You know, like you look at all the 3DS editions. You had Majora's Mask. You had hold on, I have a list. All right, 3DS all regions.
All right.
Yeah, okay, so you had Zero Dilemma, Corpse Party, Bravely Second, Mega Man, Fire Emblem, Final Fantasy Explorer, like just so many, bro.
Yeah.
Like just you know. Oh wait, no, these are collection editions of games, not the system.
I was gonna say, I was like, wait a minute, what?
Yeah, I don't remember a Zero Time Dilemma DS, but I'm here for it. I'll go find one right now.
Hold on. Like I have the Majora's Mask one, for example.
Right.
Yeah, there's a Majora's Mask one, right? There's a Monster one, there's a Pikachu one, there's a Pokeball one.
Yep.
Metroid.
Yeah, Metroid.
Link Between Worlds, Smash, multiple Monster Hunter ones. You know, a Pokemon one, Pokemon X and Y got one. Pokemon Red and Blue got one.
Yep.
You know, like that. Like there's so many.
Yep.
You know, both versions of Fire Emblem got one. You know, like just the list goes on and on and on and on for that damn system.
Yep.
And like for Switch, they did a Super Nintendo one.
On that, yeah.
They did a Minecraft one. They did a Yoshi one, an Animal Crossing one, a Xenoblade one.
Right.
Point is, they did a lot of collection edition 3DSs.
Yeah.
And like for Switch, we've gotten Mario Odyssey, which just had red Joy-Cons.
Right.
We got Smash. We got Splatoon 2, which was just more collector, like just special Joy-Cons.
Yep.
Then we got Monster Hunter, which that thing looks sick.
Yeah, it does.
Like, that thing looked dope. The Animal Crossing one with the special dock.
Yep.
The Pikachu and Eevee one with the special dock. Last year they put out a Mario one with a special dock.
Right.
Japan got a Dragon Quest one.
Ooh.
Let's see. So yeah, like there hasn't been that many special edition Switches.
Right.
In general, and like in comparison at least, and like even a few of those are like, here's a special Joy-Con.
Yeah.
Like the only two for the Switch that really stood out to me, where I was like, holy shit, that's cool, is the Monster Hunter one with like the gold monsters on the front of the dock and the controllers, and then the Animal Crossing one.
So sick.
The Animal Crossing one looks just so good. It looks so good.
Yeah.
I actually. My girlfriend has the Animal Crossing one, but her ex stole the dock.
What?
What a dick.
Yeah,
That's
a horse's ass. Well, he's a horse's ass for several other reasons, but
let's get into it. No.
But yeah, so she has these like pastel Joy-Cons and everything, and then just a black dock.
Okay.
Yeah, it's so that's. But yeah, that one looks great. But yeah, there's not enough of them, and I'm just sitting here being like, you know, it's kind of surprising that like we haven't gotten more like Nintendo Switch consoles that are like special editions.
Right.
I don't know what their OLED sales are, but if they needed to pick them up, I've got just the prescription.
Go on.
It would
special edition.
It would be special edition Switches.
Okay, sorry.
I'm there with you.
Specific special edition Switch.
Well, okay. What do you do with a Bayonetta Switch? Do you think it's even worth it to them? Do they think in their mind a Bayonetta Switch? Okay.
Just cover it in hair and guns. And
right. They apparently feel it's necessary to do a whole Nintendo Direct for Xenoblade Chronicles 3. So maybe they do.
It blows my mind how popular that series is. When it all goes back to Project Rainfall, which is trying to get Xenoblade Chronicles, the last story and arc over on the Wii, and then suddenly Xenoblade Chronicles just fucking blew up.
Yeah.
I didn't like that. I found that game too difficult for me.
Oh
I
man,
was like, oh, I'm too stupid to play this. Real unfortunate.
I couldn't. I couldn't just get into it. I tried. Like
Yeah.
the thing about
It's a very tropey JRPG.
yeah,
Yes.
and games. There's so much going on in games, and we're really it's a wonderful problem to have. But it's just like when so much is fighting for your attention. Like I just there are other games. Like I still have not made time to play Persona 5 or anything. Like I can't get
Yeah,
to.
Right.
we'll do that on stream soon.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Here's a game I will absolutely make time for, and I just saw the price is $360. It's going to be released on right by my birthday. I think I'm gonna get that. So I'm ready
Just
for
in
some
time for
OLED
the Switch
action.
Pro to come out next year.
Exactly right.
Yes.
I don't care. I've been behind the curve on my Nintendo Switch for the whole time it's been out. So
I had a launch one. I had a launch one. I had the shitty battery life and the fucking shitty Joy Cons all the way until the OLED came out.
yep.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I've still got my launch Switch.
I am
Yeah.
surprised you didn't get an OLED. I really am.
I don't use it outside of the dock that much, so the OLED didn't make a ton of sense for me. And when I realized that the original Switch is really easily hackable, that kind of like sealed the deal for me in not upgrading.
Fair.
That's true.
I was really happy that I got the OLED when I hit that hospital stay, boy. Let me tell you.
Sure,
I bet.
Sure.
Also they did special editions for Pokemon Sword and Shield and Diamond and Pearl for the Switch Lite.
Right,
So
and the
there's
fact
that.
that they did that for Diamond and Pearl means they're absolutely doing that for Scarlet and Violet. So
Yeah, so
Yep.
cool.
Look forward to that as well.
Enjoy getting the Lite.
Yeah.
So yeah, cool, man. I hope you enjoy it.
Looks cool.
The OLED, that thing looks great. The OLED screen is fucking beautiful on it. I love
Great.
it.
Good.
Well worth the investment. Speaking of Nintendo, they have teamed up with Cold Stone for some tasty treats.
Fuck these. Get these privacy choices out of my face. Look at this. Kirby ice cream.
Yeah, so they're doing 3 flavors. In the next week or two, my girlfriend and I are gonna go try these out. So I'll let you know how they are.
I would like
America,
reviews.
Kirby. In America, Kirby eats you, but now you eat Kirby.
So there's 3 flavors. First is the Mighty Pink Puff, is Kirby. There's strawberry ice cream, strawberries, mini marshmallows, and caramel.
Ooh.
The other one that my girlfriend and I both agree sounds like the best one, which is Super Sprinkle Blast, inspired by Mario Party.
Okay.
The creation has cake batter ice cream, yellow cake, blue frosting, and rainbow sprinkles.
Of course, that's the best one. It's the Mario one.
Yeah.
They got to put all the
They
R&D
always
into that
do.
one.
God damn it.
The Animal Crossing one sounds pretty good, though. Island Getaway is Animal Crossing New Horizons creation, has chocolate ice cream, strawberries, banana, and whipped topping.
Oh man. These all sound good.
Yeah,
And
and then they
cake.
are doing a Mario Kart themed ice cream cake that has Mario and Luigi on it called Rainbow Sprinkle Road.
They're all good.
Yep.
Good times.
So I will report in when I get a chance to check those out with her.
You're gonna need you need to get a team of people so that you can vary up the choices and everyone can give their reviews.
Yeah, because we were both talking about them. We both agree that like the Mario one sounds like the one. We're both gonna get.
Right.
So
Okay.
yeah, so that's a cool thing. And then finally, and the last piece of Nintendo news is Pokemon Puzzle League coming to the Switch on July 15th.
Boy. Oh man. Pokemon Puzzle League. We don't really have much more to say about that other than just like, yes,
just attack
Pokemon Puzzle League.
let's get Pokemon Puzzle League in there. That'd be good.
You like Tetris Attack, but with a Pokemon theme? Here you go.
Ah,
It's a good game. It's a good
Yeah.
game.
I loved it. I played a shit ton of that game back in the day. It's probably why I liked Luminous so much when it came out.
Right.
So, yeah.
I have a distinct old GameCraft memory of I want to say, was it Anthony Taw that reviewed Pokemon Puzzle League?
Yeah, he has a video review of it.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
that was our first encounter of like, Okay, comparing game scores across genres is a recipe for disaster.
Yeah,
Don't do that. Let the scores be what they are.
exactly.
And
Just-
yeah, Pokemon Puzzle League, good game. If everyone has access to that, wants to play a good puzzle game, there you go.
Mm-hmm.
That's all you need right there.
Exactly. So, all right. So next up is, hey, Facebook is making it so you will no longer need a Facebook account for using the Meta Quest 2.
Hey,
But you need a
Hey.
Meta account, I think.
what?
What?
Yeah, you need to make a Meta specific account. No longer
check,
are you tied to just Facebook. So now, if you have an Instagram account, I think you can.
Well, yeah, of
use it.
course.
Yeah,
That
right.
makes sense. God damn it.
Yeah, in August,
yeah,
people
it
will be
makes
able to create Meta
sense.
account. Yep.
Yeah, it's just we have to remember this is the company that's trying to leverage the idea of the metaverse, this idea of a decentralized thing to privatize their profits and then socialize any backlash against what happens on their platform.
So everything will centralize on them. That's their goal.
But they don't own any of the bad stuff.
Right.
It's a brilliant strategy.
That's all the users. That's all the users.
All
It's
the
their
users.
fault.
Decentralized. It's decentralized. Yeah, they have to pay us for various items and rooms and access to things, but oh well. Data privacy. Okay, so yeah. So in August, people will be able to create Meta accounts to log in to their Quest VR headsets. So yes. So okay, you don't have to use Facebook, but you're definitely part of that same thing. So good to getting that information out now. Yes, but no.
No, yes, no, yes, no.
No?
Yes.
I've been watching someone stream VR stuff really, really well. So I may play around with some VR streaming again. Once I
some of
figure
those VR streams are like really well done. Anybody who streams Beat Saber, I think, sets like the bar because they have like that back camera and then like all the green screens kind of like put you right in there. There's it looks like there's a lot of thought and effort that goes into it, but I'm not entirely sure how much.
I imagine there's a lot. I've been watching someone who's been going through a bunch of dumb VR backrooms levels and something. I don't know if it came with. I don't know what program it came with, but it allows you to use like a handheld camera thing for the Twitch stream. So you hold that and then you can turn it around and like set it up and then dance around in front of it and then grab it again and keep going.
That's kind of cool.
It's especially for when you're running through like horror levels and stuff. It's fantastic. It's something I was watching. They had something running for them, so they were just full on sprinting forward, and then they grabbed the camera and turned around to look at what the monster looked like. It was cool. So there's some cool stuff going on there. It just takes a lot of setup. Need to figure out how to get rid of that fisheye look and still like have enough of the view of what's going on. So there's a bit to figure out, but if I can do it, I'll let you guys know. Get some good VR stuff going.
Fair enough. I know I need to get back into Beat Saber because of my vacation. I've been a lazy shit. Lazy shit.
Okay.
So I need to get back on my Beat Saber stuff. But yeah, I don't know. VR is cool.
VR is cool.
I wish that playing games like Half-Life didn't give me motion sickness.
You definitely have to be like, it's 1 to 3 hours. No. This is not an all-day thing.
Chunks.
Yes.
So. Hey, E3 is back after new management.
Oh, my God.
The Jeff takeover didn't pan out, huh?
Well, right. No, this is actually really interesting because, everyone had kind of resigned themselves to Key 3. But it looks like E3 may have some life in it.
No, this is just the dead horse being beaten and juddering a little bit.
You think you think Reed Pop's not going to be able to fix this?
I think it'll be great if you're an attendee. Like if you're a you know, one of the like just general people, but otherwise like no. At that point it's like why not just go to PAX? Yeah.
Well, okay, so like it seems like they got their Judges Week in somewhere. I think that was over at Summer Games Fest, so the critics got their access to that.
Mhm.
And like as long as they're doing that, like that serves that purpose, and then you got the general population. You know, you could turn E3 into a summer PAX over in LA. You know, there's ways to be competitive with PAX, but the problem is, what is the use of those big companies setting up at E3 just to
There
do another
isn't like
PAX
that, like
thing?
yeah, there isn't like the stuff has been like proven like over and over. Just like the advantage to E3 is to the press and the developers and the publishers to all come to a place and meet and hang out for a week.
Right.
Yep.
Like that's the benefit.
Yeah.
But like the business side for a lot of those people doesn't see it as like a benefit. So like why the fuck would they care? You
Well,
know,
and what was really interesting was that the Summer Games Fest took place in San Francisco, which everyone seemed to be really excited about, rather than everyone having to head down to LA.
right, which that's another fucking thing because let me tell you, I live in Reno, so going to LA was a giant pain in the ass.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
If E3 was in San Francisco, it would be no fucking issues at all.
Right.
Yep.
Oh,
Everyone seemed to like that more. I don't know.
yeah.
That's another thing to hold against E3. Other than, you know, you get all your stupid billboards up on buildings for a week in LA, and then everyone in LA and like the TV movie business has to be like, what the fuck are these video games doing here?
Exactly.
That's like the one pro.
You know, it's the same reason why like I love downtown Seattle during PAX because people who aren't in the know look at all these weirdos in costume and are just like, "Naughty the fuck,"
Right.
and I'm just like, "Yeah."
Yep. That's fun.
Uh,
I'll give them that.
yeah.
But so yeah, there's a this Video Game Chronicles article over here on the side. Is I want E3 back, but does Sony, Activision, or even Microsoft want it? Like, I don't know how this works out.
Like Nintendo, like hasn't had a press conference since 2012.
Right.
So like for them, doesn't really fucking matter.
Right.
And
Yeah.
like they're just gonna keep doing their summer direct, and if they show up, it'll be just like PAX, where here's a booth where you can all go play our stuff.
Yep.
And that's cool. Like I liked that as an attendee. Like I like that they had, you know, Smash Bros. Like everywhere in 2014, and it was very easy to get in line, play Smash Bros, and then go look at other stuff.
Right.
Just like how with Microsoft, very similar. Like it's they're gonna do their online show also. Like
Yeah.
so it's like Microsoft, of course, has a lot more to gain because they're on the come up still.
Yeah.
And but Microsoft's been doing a mini con inside of E3 since like 2017
Right.
because of like Xbox Fan Fest,
Yep.
Right.
So it's like what who the fuck would care?
Right.
Like Microsoft could go down there and do their own con if they really want to. In fact, they have been.
Mm-hmm.
They just bundle it with E3 because that's easier.
Yeah.
And then I'm trying to think of else. And then Sony. Sony has not been doing shit, and they were like a week and a half early this year. So it's just like another, doesn't benefit the console manufacturers.
Right.
Yeah,
everything that made E3 kind of unique has fallen to the wayside. So I don't think it has long unless it wants to try and market itself as summer PAX. And even then, like, all right, how many people are showing up in LA for that in July or June? So I wish them the best. It's always fun, to have a place where people are celebrating video games. But yeah, and then yeah, it just depends on how does Summer Games Fest next year look, or how do companies split their time and effort and money.
Yeah, like that's the thing. And it's just like, once again, if a lot could happen in a year, but if this channel grows to a whole bunch, like then who knows? We might go as press. I'm gonna apply for us anyway.
Sure, why not?
But
Yep.
like what's it hurt? They say no. Oh,
Yeah,
no.
exactly.
Good deal.
Right back where we started.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
right back where we started, where I would rather just go to PAX anyway.
exactly.
So, and then we need to source because then if we are going to E3 shit, we need to go source a camera and we need to go source a bunch of shit. And fucking.
We don't need to do
there.
the traditional thing.
I like doing the traditional thing.
I know you
though.
like doing the traditional thing, but we don't have to.
Well, you can use your iPhone now as the camera. I mean, the newer iPhones have Dolby Vision. I mean, I don't know.
The hard part would be the audio. You would have to record audio separate. So I guess you could get one of those laptop straps and have someone record on Audacity while you film with your iPhone.
Yep.
Yeah, that would kind of suck.
That would be the most super Gamecraft ass shit I've ever seen.
I mean, sure.
Hey man, we're 12
You would get known.
Hey, it's those dudes with the Audacity laptop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were the dudes recording with the boot mic my last E3.
Right.
So
you got to do something like that, right, to get your name out there and to get known. I mean,
yeah, we were also known as the Rice Krispie Treats guys.
Right, because of
so
genius.
Yeah, no, those. Man, when you do weird food challenges in the middle of the press hall...
Yeah, it turns out.
You get noticed.
Yeah.
Thomas Ray and I ended up in a Japanese game magazine.
Sure. Why
not? It was awesome. It was dope.
Look at these idiots.
Yeah. Look at these morons. What'd they think of E3? Turns out they really Turns out they really like Lawbreakers. Whoops.
Damn.
That was our game of the show that year. We had so much fun, and we played it for like a week when it came out, and then like it died, and we're like, "Oh man, that's a bummer."
Yeah,
that sucks.
Yeah, so
Basinski goes into hiding.
Yeah, now he works on Broadway shows.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, that's cool. Why not? Yeah, definitely. All right, next up is much to my chagrin. Heroes of the Storm enters maintenance mode.
Feels like a long time coming, sadly, right?
Yeah.
The way they've treated it.
Like for a while, it was like you were getting a new character almost every month.
Right.
Like for the first 4 years of it, like new character every month, new skins all the time. But they're busting all that back. It's for 2 years they've kind of busted all we've gotten 2 heroes since that they started to slow down. And we've gotten a fair amount of skins, but not a whole ton. I might see if I can get Ray to come on this week if he's not too busy because he just got engaged.
Nice. Wow.
Good for him.
Yeah, but so Ray just got engaged. Good for him. But if I can pull him away for a night so we can stream Heroes of the Storm in honor of the best MOBA going into maintenance mode, and I will refer to it as that until I find a better MOBA.
Right.
It is so that what happened to this game was a crime, a horrible crime. It just came out too late. And fucking every person I know who played MOBAs complained about it because they're like, oh, it's too different and weird and all this other shit. And it's like, you know what? That's why it's good. The fact that I don't have to deal with all this item garbage.
Yep.
Yep.
Although, Jesse, you might like this. Guess who the last character for Heroes of the Storm to come out is going to be?
Oh, who?
Hogger.
Perfect. It's a perfect capstone.
Yeah.
That's so good. Is he going to be a tank or?
He is a bruiser.
Okay.
He's a bruiser. He's apparently very good. So fun fact about this game is they've also moved away from tank, DPS. Well, they've always moved away from the Trinity, but they have 7 now, or no, 6. They have tank, which protect the team, absorb damage. Bruiser, which is like a pseudo tank that actually can do big damage. Ranged assassin, ranged DPS. Melee assassin, melee DPS. Healer, and then support. So they support the team by providing like non-healing benefits. So like one of my favorite characters, Medivh, puts shields and puts up teleporters and things of that nature. So he's like considered a support.
Okay.
So yeah, it's a bummer. It's a real bummer. I like that game a lot. I'm sad to see it this happen to it.
Yeah, where are you going for your MOBA needs now?
I mean, it's still gonna be there, and like the community is still popping. The grassroots pro scene is not changing at all. It's just we're not gonna be getting new stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, and last time I played it, which was like a month and a half ago, we had a blast.
Right.
So
it's a fun game for sure. It's just it's unfortunate that it went the way it did.
Yeah, just for whatever reason, the community was just like, "Oh, it's like League, but not." I was like, "It's not like League. It's better than League." All right, so hey, do you guys remember that really awesome Halo 2 gameplay demo that actually didn't make it into the final game in 2003?
Vaguely,
yeah, very, very vaguely.
Yeah, like the level on Earth where like
right.
Jack's, like bet you can't stick it, you're on.
Yeah,
yes.
So they're going to be bringing that into the Master Chief Collection as a playable level.
As a playable level.
Mm-hmm.
That is really interesting.
They're also adding a bunch of cut content. So like
that's exciting.
Skins and all kinds of stuff. So like you will be able to play the full shebang when it's out later in the year. This is not a trivial process because it could break the game and all kinds of other shit.
Right.
You're good.
So, yep.
That's interesting.
This is really cool. As someone who has been a Halo fan since essentially the beginning, being able to play unreleased content, it seems like so cool.
Yeah.
And I remember when they showed this back in the day, I thought it was the coolest goddamn game trailer of all time. Like the only thing cooler was maybe Metal Gear 3 with all the like jungle predator stuff.
Sure.
Like this you have to remember this was 2003. Looking at this footage in 2003, this seems like the most mind-blowing shit you'd ever seen.
Yeah, coming off of Halo 1 and yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Yep. Like the jumping on the ghost shit, the like I must have watched this trailer like 1,000 times. Like it's like on shitty like 1 meg internet.
Yep.
But it was great for the time. But yeah, so that's cool. There's gonna be a bunch of skins from Halo 1. So basically they're adding a bunch of cut content and director's cut content to Halo from like 1998 to 2005.
Nice.
So Halo 1 and 2 are going to be getting a bunch of cut content added into the game.
Yeah.
So
it's cool. Great. I'm always a fan of re-adding cut content or like a director's edition of games without like all the DLC stuff. Like, oh, here's a director's cut edition, but it's really just all the DLC. But like when they actually go back and put in cut content, I'm always a fan of that.
Yep.
So yeah, like, and the thing is like Halo Infinite has not been getting a lot of positive news.
No, it sure hasn't.
So if the MCC is how Halo must live on,
right,
then so be it. I will say I have been on Halo Infinite. So Halo Infinite also got some news recently. Is like they're running the beta for the co-op right now.
Okay.
So far it's running great, plays great. The only thing is you can only be a certain distance away from your team. or else it'll teleport you back to them. So
that makes sense, but it kind of sucks.
Yes, it does kind of suck, but it also doesn't do the GTA thing where it's like, hey, we're all up in Paleto Bay. Who we waiting on?
I mean,
So-
yeah, that's fair.
It's a give or take. So like they're adding the shadow to Halo 1. They did a model thing of every version of Master Chief in Halo 1 from the Macworld demo to the final version.
Okay.
So cut maps, cut all kinds of cut content.
Cool.
Wow, hold on, stuff from the Macworld demo?
Yeah.
That's crazy. I wonder if any of this stuff is gonna have ties to Marathon. I don't know how much you guys know about Marathon.
I have
But it
played
was-
both of the Marathon games.
It was one of Bungie's first games, and there's stuff in Marathon that's referenced throughout the Halo series.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
I wonder how much of this will be there.
Like one of the things they showed is 4-player Halo 1 co-op. And they showed it all with the Macworld model for Master Chief and chain guns.
That's exciting.
Yeah, so they're working on this real hard to get it to work, so you guys can get all this weird shit in it.
Right.
And modders can have a lot of fun with it.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, they you might even get a new Halo 1 Ken May map. They're also adding the Mongoose to Halo 2.
Wow.
Because that was there, along with a mini version of the Warthog.
Wow. Okay.
So like
Fun.
there's tons of cut content. And this is apparently called the blog post is called Cutting Room Floor Modding Evolved Part 1. I encourage you to check it out if you are a longtime Halo fan.
All right.
Alrighty.
That's
so
awesome.
Next news story.
Next news story.
I'm a big fan of Kevin Smith's work. Not his entire catalog, but a lot of it.
Not his entire catalog.
Tusk
No.
is a classic.
But I am definitely a fan of both Clerks movies. They are two of my favorite movies. One of the early that was like when me and my girlfriend were exchanging movies. That was like one of the first ones I showed her, and she loved them both, thankfully.
That was your test.
That's a deal breaker right there, I guess.
She showed me Little Miss Sunshine. That was fucking hilarious.
Oh, that movie.
It's a good movie. Such a good movie.
The second she showed me that movie, I was like, oh, she's gonna like Clerks.
Yeah.
Like,
The ending scene of Little Miss Sunshine is such a Clerks thing.
mhm.
Yes.
Man.
Yeah.
So this is supposedly going to be his second to last movie. The last movie he's going to do is a hockey documentary, and then he's done. He's retiring.
I was gonna say he's been saying he's gonna be done for a while. But okay, hockey documentary.
Yep. He
Sounds
wants to do a
alright.
hockey movie, and then he wants to be done.
Well, I mean, with this, he's got the trilogy going, so he doesn't have to worry about that too much.
Right.
Yep. Oh, and then supposedly a Mallrats TV show.
What?
Yeah.
What malls are there for them to do this? I would love an alternate history where like the malls like become like the place where everyone goes all the time forever. That'd be funny.
People are still at our mall.
I mean,
It's
look,
true,
that
our mall's
mall's
still
fine.
pumping.
That mall's fine. Yeah. Look, teens got to go somewhere, right? And
Yeah.
I remember that was a highlight of my teen years in Reno. Was just like we got stuff. We got a free weekend. Let's go hang out at the mall. We're not even gonna like buy anything because we can't. But
I have a lot of fond memories in college of me and Anthony hanging out, doing the recording, going to the mall, eating a cheap, shitty plate of Chinese food that was like $5.
yep.
And then they had this thing where you could play music from a selected list if you requested on your phone, and we would do that. And
Okay.
every week we would put on like one of the same 5 songs at the same time.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah.
So, all
That makes
right, let's
sense.
run this trailer.
I want to run this trailer. I have not seen this yet.
All right,
So-
I'm curious to see your reaction.
Yeah. Let me see. Already.
Well, yeah, you gotta open
in
with
the
that.
90s, son.
Can't catch my breath, man.
Really? Should I try mouth stuff?
What is this, a Tinder date? Get off of me. Oh, shit.
Mr. Dante! I need an ambulance at the quick stop.
Saved my life, man. Wish I had a life worth saving.
I haven't seen this trailer yet. It's pretty funny.
Watch the same movies over and over.
I always thought you could have made a cool movie.
You're right. I'm living on borrowed time. No more watching movies.
I'm gonna make a movie! What's the movie gonna be about? It's about him working here. Meta.
Everything in the script is something either me or someone I know said.
I'm not even supposed to be here today. Maybe Jay and Silent Bob could be characters.
Jay and Silent Bob are like C-3PO and R2-D2. They've been here since the first movie, which was the last.
Got
movie.
our obligatory
They've
Ben
been with the
Affleck
franchise
cameo.
so long,
Yep.
they still give
Uh-huh.
cameos and put them on the lunchboxes.
Snifty Booches! Please tell me.
Wow, this is meta.
I believe in you.
You should put in that stuff you used to say about the Death Star contractors.
Get sued by Disney? No way.
Now that's what I call acting!
Take off your pants.
What the hell is this?
I added a scene where you get shot.
I'm not letting you kill me off in the third act. What if there's a sequel?
A sequel? What am I, a hack?
Okay.
Needs more weed.
Okay.
I'm excited. I'm
All
excited.
right, I'll watch it. I'll watch it.
Yep. There's. I
it's-
did not think they were going to be as meta as they were. That's fun. That'll be a good
Yep.
time.
It's apparently an event movie, so Jesse, you and I need to organize. To
What do you
go.
mean
For
by
sure.
an event movie?
For sure.
Like limited showings.
Oh wow. Okay.
So
Wait. What is the date for this?
It just says
September
fall.
September
13th.
13th, the day after
Oh,
my birthday.
September
All right.
13th.
Sure.
Got it.
That's a great way to spend your birthday.
That's a great way to spend my birthday. Holy hell. All right.
Yeah, so that's cool.
Yes.
It looks great. I love the reference to what the original ending of so for those of you that know, the original ending of Clerks is Dante was going to get shot and die.
Yep.
But everyone said it was too dark.
Mm-hmm.
So I like that little nod. So
Yes.
I don't know.
It's a cool way to end a movie, an indie movie, but yeah, it betrays the whole vibe of Clerks.
The whole this is just an average work day.
Yeah.
It sucks.
Yep.
Yep.
I can say that I've been to this store.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's cool.
And but you could like really enjoy it because like there's someone really working there and really trying to sell shit, and you're like, oh yeah, this is a shit job. All right, I'm gonna take my dumb pictures and buy some cookies and get out of here. But yeah, all that's there. All that's it's cool.
That's awesome.
And I got to see it
yeah.
in authentic New Jersey shitty weather too. So everything was
Mm.
there.
I just like how he got Ben Affleck again.
Of course
I
he
love
did.
it.
Of course he did, right? You know, like
I
Ben
love how
Affleck
that-
is never gonna betray them.
I
That's
love
true.
how Ben Affleck and Kevin had a bunch of beef and then they squashed it. It's beautiful.
Yep.
So
Uh,
and I'm not even supposed to be here today.
Jay and Silent
okay.
Bob Strike Back.
Great movie.
Great movie.
Jay and Silent Bob reboot is okay.
I still have not seen it. I'm kind of bummed because I heard that it wasn't as good. And
It's
so-
not as good as the first one. It's not.
Okay.
I'm letting you know
alright.
now. But-
Dogma.
Didn't they have an animated TV show too?
Yeah, that was awesome.
Was it?
The Clerks animated series is one of the funniest fucking
Oh, the
things
Clerks
I've ever
animated.
seen.
Yes.
Yeah,
That's what it is. Okay.
Oh, it's so good.
That was
So
really
well.
good.
I just love that joint, just like with this giant fucking joint. Just, I think it needs more weed.
Mallrats. Really enjoy Mallrats.
Love Chasing Amy.
Yeah.
Love
Yeah.
Chasing Amy was really progressive at the time. That's kind of something that I think people forget about that film.
Is the end of Chasing Amy the one where he's like trying to propose a threesome or something, and then that
Yeah,
falls
yes.
apart? Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
What else is there? Bronson,
Well.
you can name off the other movies.
Okay, so the ones in the universe Jay and Silent Bob are in are Clerks, Mallrats, Chasing Amy, Dogma, Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, Clerks 2, Jay and Silent Bob Reboot. His other movies are Cop Out, Red State, Tusk. He's done a couple episodes of Flash.
Oh, of course. All right.
hold
Almost
on.
did Superman.
Yeah, he should have.
Yeah.
He's done an evening with Kevin Smith, which is one of my favorite things.
There's, it's funny because it's not even really stand up, but it is. That's just what it ends up being because he's literally just like doing a Q&A. That's it. Do you have any idea how many times I referenced it? I went to Montana last week, and just because the opportunity came up, I did his whole thing where he was dunking on Dora the Explorer. Like, just watching Dora the Explorer, just like, I'm the map, I'm the map, I'm the map, I'm the map, I'm the map. It's a really good stand-up thing. So you guys should check that out. That's on YouTube, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm sure you can find them. Okay, I found the other movies he did. Kilroy was here.
I don't know that
It's a horror anthology.
one. Ooh.
Yoga Hosers, the movie that stars his daughter and Johnny Depp's daughter.
Wow.
I have seen that movie. That was on Netflix for a
movie-
little while. It was entertaining.
Huh.
I heard it was bad. Good to know.
I mean, go into it with shitty expectations, and it's pretty good.
Oh, okay. Jay and Silent Bob's super groovy cartoon movie, which
Okay.
is the Blunt Man and Chronic comic.
Mm-hmm.
And then Jersey Girl, which everyone shat on Jersey Girl, and that wasn't a bad movie. Like, people were just tired of Ben Affleck, which
Yeah.
fine.
Fair.
And then Zach and Miri Make a Porno.
That's right. Yep.
But that's
I didn't
another
realize. Yeah, I didn't realize he did that.
Yeah. Also, that was supposed to be the movie that like turned him into the next Judd Apatow, and then it did shitty in the box office.
Oh.
And yeah, he continued to be Kevin Smith.
Yep. Yeah.
So,
That's fine.
yeah. So this man from 1994 to like 2008, this is like an incredible stretch. It's Clerks, Mallrats, Chasing Amy, Dogma, Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, Jersey Girl, Clerks 2, Zach and Miri Make.
Yeah.
It's 2010 onward is where it gets a little shaky. Personally, I like Cop Out. Red State, everyone tells me it's fucking amazing.
It's really good.
I watched the scene. It was like, fuck.
I haven't heard nothing about Jay and Silent Bob's super groovy cartoon movie. Tusk, I heard is trash.
Yep. Can confirm.
Yoga Hosers, I also heard was trash.
Ah.
Jay and Silent Bob reboot is fun, and especially if you've seen all his old stuff.
Right.
I have no idea what Kilroy is. And then Clerks 3 is
Yeah. Did that Jay and Silent Bob game come out?
Yeah, I own it. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
It's like a 2D beat 'em up.
Okay.
Like it's not amazing, but like if you want an NES beat 'em up that is pretty fun.
How much is
check it out.
that? I wonder. I would have to look that up later.
It's super small. But let me.
That'd be a fun, dumb co-op thing to do after that movie comes out.
Well, their
$15.
website still says you can pre-order it.
You telling me it's $15, little man?
Yes, it is.
Fuck. Well then, yeah, I think we should co-op that sometime after the movie's out.
Yeah, that'd be fun. We'd have to use Steam's remote play together feature.
Oh, is that the only way it works? Okay.
Only way it works online.
Well, we both have fiber.
We do, so we'll give it a shot.
Right.
There's a new one coming out.
It's
There
only
is?
100 megs too.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
so you guys are talking about Mall Brawl, but there's
Yeah.
Chronic Blunt Punch, which is coming out.
What?
What? Okay, they're doing multiple games. Oh, and this one is like,
This one looks like it'd be good.
yeah, this one looks like a 16-bit. Who's doing it? Inner Bang Entertainment. Oh, wow, they only have done Jay and Silent Bob games. Okay. I mean, I'm down. I'll throw it on my wish list.
Yeah,
Um, fucking Jesus.
that looks great.
Uh,
All right, sure.
yeah. No, looks awesome.
All right.
So, oh yeah, and also that he's done some shorts. Halloween segment of holidays, the flying car on the Tonight Show,
All right.
and Mayday, the crumbling of a documentary.
Nice.
So the flying car is one of my all-time favorite things he's ever done.
Okay.
Gonna have to look at that.
Yeah.
I'll post it in the Discord. Yeah. All right. Next piece of news we got here is
Oh man,
this is a bummer.
another bummer.
The creator of Yu-Gi-Oh has passed away.
Man.
Fairly young, not too young, but fairly young.
Yeah.
At age 60. So
Ease.
It was unfortunately, it seems like it was a snorkeling accident.
that's
Oh, wow.
Which is terrifying.
Yeah.
Suffered injuries to his abdomen and other parts consistent with bikes from sharks and other marine life.
Ease.
Good lord. This does not mean Takahashi was attacked by something. The likelier explanation is that the bites occurred after death. But wow.
Okay.
Yeah. So, hey, Yu-Gi-Oh.
I have played a lot of that card game.
Yep.
And I
Yep.
liked the first series, the before they moved to the GX and the XDs and the whatnot. That original series with Kaiba, Yugi is still so good.
Right.
Holds up great, super fun. That the card game is still a lot of fun. His legacy will live on. Yeah, man, it's a bummer.
The bummer. Yugi lives on in
Super-
our hearts.
It's in the
In the
heart
of the cards. Yep. Mhm.
Yes.
Man.
Lordy. Okay. Alrighty.
Final news story.
Final news story.
All right.
And tell us about Skate.
So Skate played the first one this week. Skate did something magical for skating video games, and the franchise as a whole, I've not played Skate It, but the franchise as a whole is just really damn good, really solid skateboarding. And then they just stopped making it because, among other things, they did a bunch of cool social, like, online stuff at a time when the online stuff was not really, up to speed yet. And so could have been something more, but wasn't. And so they kind of put it on the back burner. And then we had to deal with lackluster skating games, especially Tony Hawk Pro Skater 5, which was just awful. And eventually got Tony Hawk 1 and 2 remakes. Those were great. And then Skater XL and Session came out, which are great, but prove that making a skateboarding game like that really requires a AAA effort. Because the trick system and all that takes a lot of work to get right, and then combine that with the maps that you have to make all that fun. But hey, Skate 4 was demanded over and over again online until eventually they had to get the guys from Skate to come out. No gameplay, no footage of anything. Just like, we're making Skate 4, God damn it. We're doing it because you wouldn't shut up. So
Good.
yes, it's fantastic. And they've been doing something really cool, which is what they did recently is released, quote, pre-alpha footage. And so what they're doing
Jesus Christ, this game is like 8 years out.
It's going to take forever. But they put out a trailer. Oh boy, let's turn down that audio.
What you're about to see is pre-alpha. Things might look a little different than you're expecting, but we're still working on it.
But like, look at all this stuff. So they are doing a lot of good work, and it's going to take them a very, very long time. It was really cool. The reception from a lot of people, specifically journalists, was like, man, it's cool to see a game developer be like, here's what a video game actually looks like in progress. We're working on it, but here's how you can see we're not done yet. And it's great because now I can see that the skate game is real. They're working on it, and I can now hang out and just wait. I like this approach of like just showing us what's going on in progress, so I can just be like, all right, I can calm down. Don't have to keep asking and thinking about it. We were just doing monkey bars stuff there a second ago. This game looks great. I'm so excited. They were just wall running. They were just wall running.
Come play.
There's a lot of cool stuff. They announced some playtesting stuff.
Good. And like even though there's stuff without assets, it looks good.
Yes. Yes.
I was never a fan of the control scheme, but it does look neat.
Man, you should try out some Skater XL. Let me tell you.
All right.
That's you find out that Skate is not a sim skateboarding game real quick. But yeah, so they did that. They got a playtesting thing you can sign up for, which I did the moment it was announced, especially because multiple people linked me to the link the moment it was announced. And then there were some leaks, which has some videos. The city's called Fun City. The idea is it's going to be a massive multiplayer hangout thing. So there'll just be an entire map and people can just run around in it, which is fantastic. Very, very excited about that. Features including, customizing skate park stuff, which they've done previously. But they give you a build kit to modify existing spaces. Again, they kind of had that, but like it seems like you're going to be able to do more with it. Take photos and videos, personalize them, and share them with the community. That's standard. They starting in 2, they had a really amazing replay tool set that just has made some cool stuff, and now Skater XL and Session do that stuff. New offboard controls, which can be used to create new tricks. What the hell does that mean? Are we counting wall running and monkey bar stuff as part of our trick line? Because that'd be great.
That would be sick.
That'd be so funny.
Fair.
Yeah. I'm super excited for this. There's a lot coming to this. They clearly have a lot of work to do, but they showed that video. It's like, hey, we're working on it. Here's what we got right now. Here's what we're dealing with. So please wait and sign up for our playtesting thing. So Skate 4 is in good hands so far. I'm so excited.
I'm happy for you, man. You've been waiting a long time.
This game has been a long time coming. Let me tell you.
Imprisoned for 10,000 years.
When did Skate 3 come out?
2011? 2012?
2010. Wow.
That was close.
So yeah, that obviously people were playing Skate 3 for a time, but probably close to a decade since people have been waiting for a new Skate. Just had not been getting it. So super excited. I'm gonna be playing a lot of Skate from now until then. So yep.
Fair enough.
I think that is the end of our docket.
The news.
There was a lot of news that came out because we were, dealing with our stuff. But just a lot of stuff did happen. Feel free to go go check it out. There's things like Rockstar is kind of going into maintenance mode for Red Dead Online so that they can concentrate on GTA 6.
Yeah, putting everything on hold so they can concentrate on GTA 6.
Yep.
Yeah, man. Although I did, I got some Rockstar stuff to talk about today.
Do you?
Yeah.
Okay. Real quick, I just want to just a couple other things that caught my eye but didn't demand like a place. 4chan, being the dicks they are, were successfully spread a rumor that Hideo Kojima was the guy who shot Shinzo Abe earlier this week.
I thought about talking about that.
Poor man. Poor man.
Yeah, no, there's 3 things to say. There's that. There's Kojima Productions came out and said we are considering pursuing legal action regarding all this stuff. And 3 isn't this what Metal Gear Solid 2 is about?
Yes.
So, and just amazing. Just amazing. Lord of the Rings Gollum gameplay came out. That thing looks weird. Returnal's Steam listing continues to get updates ahead of a possible reveal. A lot of stuff going on right now in video games, let me tell you. But we only have so much time. So,
Yep.
Golden
Pretty
Bones.
much.
Yes. And then there's stuff that's like we don't even like. I don't think there's anything for us to talk about. It's like Nacon is making a survival game set in the Terminator universe. Like,
cool.
Shit. Okay.
Yeah.
So, what's next, Bronson?
What next is what we've been playing.
Shit.
So hey, Jesse, you have been playing Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak. That's new. What's
that is
new in
new.
it? Well, what sell me on this as someone who is curious and intrigued with Monster Hunter Rise, but not necessarily committed to playing it.
Yeah, so there's lots of new monsters. A new rank up system. You don't even need to cap out in the previous rank up system to get into the new one. Lots of new abilities. Before you had these things called well, you still have them, but switch skills, and you would set your switch skills before you go into a hunt, and they would change essentially how your play style functions for whatever weapon you pick. But now you can set up two different switch skill loadouts. And when you go into a hunt, you can switch into those on the fly, or you can cancel animations with the switch and then go right into your new skills and stuff. So it kind of opens up for a little more creativity in terms of like weapon functionality and loadout. The difficulty, there's a big difficulty spike when you go into Sunbreak. And this is kind of true for a lot of the Monster Hunter games. The base game is relatively easy, and then the expansion comes out and there's a huge difficulty spike. And you need to make sure you're upgrading your armor, your weapons, your skills, all that kind of stuff. You need to make sure you're upgrading it as you go in the expansions. A lot of people see like the base game is kind of like the appetizer for the inevitable expansion. And I guess that's true here. There's a lot of returning monsters from old games, and then there's some new monsters altogether to the series. They're like takes on monsters. There's like a spider monster that it is powered up with like fire and magma. There's thinking about it, there's a lot of monsters that get powered up with fire in this expansion, and I don't know if that's because of the sun theme or what, but there are like 4 or 5 monsters that I have fought now that have like a fire theme to them that weren't in the base game. It's fun. If you like Monster Hunter at all, you'll probably enjoy Sunbreak. But again, I go back to my observation that there are 2 types of Monster Hunter players. One of them really likes Monster Hunter Rise, and that's because they've been playing Monster Hunter for a long time. And there's the group that doesn't like Monster Hunter Rise, and that's because they started with Monster Hunter World.
I see.
Yeah.
Well,
I started with like Monster Hunter Freedom Unite 2, but yeah, I still just the series never fully clicks. So
yeah,
yeah,
go ahead.
Aaron.
It seems like a really good update to Rise. People seem to be, from what I've seen, really, really thrilled with it. But it's very much like if you didn't get Rise because you thought Rise didn't look like your kind of thing, maybe don't.
Yeah. If you don't like that core formula or the way that Rise looks, you're not gonna like Sunbreak.
Well, I know that my girlfriend and I are supposed to try Monster Hunter Rise's PC demo soon.
It's hard. It's harder than the game is, actually.
And we're gonna go from there. So we'll see.
All right.
Yep.
All right. So going forward, you also played DNF Duel. Tell us about that.
I played a lot of DNF Duel.
Ooh.
If it's a new anime fighter, but the most frustrating thing to me is that there's no air blocking. I continue to try.
So you can't block after you jump.
Correct. Yeah, there's no air dashing and there's no air block.
No.
And like it is the most frustrating. It was the most frustrating thing to me because I would get caught. I would jump and try to block things so I wouldn't get crossed up, and would immediately get hit and then die. But the best part of the game, I think, is that each character represents a specific fighting game archetype, and it takes them up to 11. So you've got like your rushdown character who has block strings that are like 30 seconds long. You've got a grappler that can kill you in 2 hits with his combos. You've got like zoners that can keep you out very, very far. You've got footsie characters that are really good at the neutral. You've got a puppet character who right now sucks, but I am sure in like 6 to 8 months will probably be one of the best characters in the game, just because people haven't figured out the tech for that character. And then you've got your utter bullshit characters. One character in particular who is just godlike, and I don't know that he will ever not be godlike in this game. But if you like anime fighters and don't care so much about air blocking, it's a lot of fun. I put a lot of time into DNF Duel, and I have like no background with Dungeon Fighter Online. I just decided to pick this up because I thought it looked okay, and it's a lot of fun.
Okay, awesome. Okay,
Nice.
so I got a couple. Hey, I finished Horizon Forbidden West finally.
How was that?
That's fine.
Fine.
Like, if I'm being honest, like it's fine. Like that's the bummer. Like it's fine. Okay, so I'll talk about the good first. It's a gorgeous game. Like holy shit! The entire time I was playing, I was sending Stella screenshots and posting screenshots to Twitter. Like it is like if you're a person who plays games because you like tech, man, Horizon on PS5, Horizon Forbidden West on PS5. Ooh, baby.
That's it.
So yeah, there's that. I think the boss fights are awesome. Like shooting the rocket launcher off the back of a robot T-Rex and then using against him will never not be hype as hell. They're challenging and present arenas that are fun to mess around with them. The problem with the game that I have, and that's why I'm going to give the score now, it's a 3 out of 5, is Aloy is fucking insufferable in this game.
Okay.
She is not a likable character. She's a very whiny character and a pain to put up with. I do not like her at all. So yeah, there's that. The story itself isn't as fresh or as original as cool as Zero Dawn. In fact, I think the main antagonist, Far Zenith, is fucking lame, and the twist is even lamer, which I'm not going to spoil. So there's that. As for the gameplay itself, have you ever played an Ubisoft open world game? Your Watch Dogs, your Assassin's Creeds, your...
I mean, they're all the same game, right? They're all...
Yeah, so like imagine if someone made that and really polished it.
Yeah.
Right.
Like just really polished it. But I don't like that game most of the time, outside of like Batman and like Batman.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, like so there's that. Other than that, like it's like very technically proficient in every way it can be. Like it's enjoyable. But it's also it's fine. Like there are a couple of parts that are exceptional. There's a couple of parts that like, so in my mind, it's a 3 out of 5. Like if you like the first one, you'll probably really like this one.
All right.
Now, so yeah, the other new or newish game from this year I played, I had way better impressions of, which is I played TMNT Shredder's Revenge.
Right.
And beat
That's
it.
a good game.
It is. I want to play it co-op with you guys so badly.
I'm down.
It's
I'm down.
so good. It is so good. It is so much fun to do. Like the combat is simple but a ton of fun, and there's some real depth to it. The soundtrack is amazing. It looks great. Like, they really made really good pixelized art. Like, dude, it just, if you like Ninja Turtles and you want like one of the best beat 'em ups I've played, here you go. The only bad I can say about it is it's kind of short, and to get the most and it's kind of easy on normal on the story mode at least. So like to get the most out of it, you're definitely gonna have to do a co-op run or two with your friends. But there is also some replay value in the fact that there's a different ending for each turtle and Shredder,
interesting.
Each turtle, Splinter, and Casey Jones in April. So I don't know. It's a lot of fun. I think that if you like beat 'em ups, it's a must play. Very similar to Battletoads, not as funny as Battletoads, of course. But yeah, if you like Battletoads, if you like Streets of Rage, you'll like this. And I loved both those games, so I like this a lot.
Perfect.
Yeah, I also got that shiny new video card.
Right.
So I decided to hop back into Cyberpunk, and I'm about 2 hours into it, and I'm really enjoying it.
It's a good game.
Yeah, it has the problem that I have with all Western RPGs of, oh cool, I got a headshot with a dude who doesn't have armor. He's still alive.
It means nothing. Yeah.
Yeah, I hate that. I hate it more than anything. Because like I grew up on shooters before I ever touched a Western RPG, so every Western RPG that has that pisses me off to no end.
Sure.
Yep. Absolutely.
Yeah, I like the hacking stuff. That's neat. Like the fact that you can blind guys on stealth missions, super fun.
Nice.
Like blind him, I choke him, blind his friend who's looking at me, then choke him out, and then murder his friend. Fucking awesome. So yeah, I've only run into one glitch so far. And that was when my AI friend was driving away on a motorcycle. He hit another car, and that other car disappeared, and then the models inside the car were just sitting there.
Okay.
But other than that, and it's ran great. I have it fully maxed out on the 3080, and it's 60 FPS solid the entire time at 1440p. If you're looking for a very unique Western RPG from a style and art and story standpoint, like, give Cyberpunk a look.
Cool.
It's really like it is kind of up to snuff if you have a high enough end PC for it. Like I sent my girlfriend some screenshots of my run, and she's like, "Holy shit, your version of this game looks gorgeous." And I was like, "Yeah, because everything is turned all the way up."
I played it I picked it up during the sale and played it for a little bit on an ultra wide, and that game looks fantastic.
Yeah, no, it looks great. I played it on my 1080 at launch, and it did not look nearly as good as this.
Right.
So, there's that. I've been trying to get some stuff off my PSV, and then the other ones, I've been trying to get some stuff off my PS5 hard drive. So I have decided I need to finish my PS5 run of Devil May Cry 5. So I did a bunch of that. That game is still dope as hell. It was my game of the year 2019 for a damn reason. The only part that I don't like is V. Not him as a character, but playing as him.
And gameplay, the gameplay portions.
But the Virgil stuff that they've added is really neat. The game itself plays great. Playing as Dante in particular is a fucking blast. If you like Don't May Cry, that is a game for you. I will say some of the levels look a little samey. PS5 version makes the game run more stable and look prettier. That's about it.
Yep.
And then, hey guys, I am playing Grand Theft Auto 5 on 2 platforms.
Why would you do that to yourself?
It seems.
Okay, so I installed GTA 5 to play with our community. We're getting back into that soon.
Yeah.
Probably, I would assume next week. Even Stella's looking at getting it.
Oh boy.
So she does not want to be part of the heist crew.
That's fair.
I sent her some of the videos, and she's like, "That's too intense for me." And I'm like, "Yeah, that's fair."
Fair enough. All right.
So anyway, so we're she also asked me a bunch of questions. I'm like, because she likes Red Dead a lot. Like, she loved Red Dead 2. And I'm like, okay, you need to think of Grand Theft Auto as just like Red Dead used to be called Grand Theft Horse. So think of it that way.
Right.
But I also picked up the PS5 version of that because it was on sale for $20. And I was curious about if they changed anything at all.
Okay.
It looks so good visually. Like they really like because it's the only version that has ray tracing now, and they also cleaned up a bunch of stuff. Like if you put that shit in 4K fidelity mode, it looks amazing. I could not believe how good it looked. You also start to notice some of the assets though are definitely from 2015, 2013.
Yeah.
But like, man, that console version that looks incredible. Also, I'm on a kind of crusade to beat that game on every platform it's on now.
Okay.
Well, because I've done it. Like I beat it on the Xbox One when it was on Game Pass. I beat it on the PS4 when it came out. I beat it on the PS3 when it came out. I beat it on the PC when I got that version. You know, so yeah, like
Yeah.
I was just like, well, I might as well do the new consoles as well. Fuck it. You know, and eventually double back to the 360.
All right.
So
All right.
yeah, that's that. Yeah, that's kind of what I've been playing is those. I actually can't wait to dive back more into Cyberpunk. I want to at least get through the kind of intro area.
Yeah,
It's
it's a fun game. It's a fun game.
It's surprisingly good. But like I looked at the rest of the year and how dead it is, and like I am now emboldened. I'm like, it's time for backlog cleanup.
Yes.
It's
Yes.
time. The time has come.
Yes. This is it.
So I'm just like, and then Live comes out in like 2 weeks. I'm like, well, shit, never mind. Yeah, and then I've done a bunch of 3080 benchmarks. Hey, guess what? It runs great.
Yes, it
Runs
slaps.
great. The thing slaps. Everything I'm hearing about the 4,000. Oh, you want to hear something really funny though? This is a rumor, and I didn't put it in the news section because like it's that big of a rumor, but supposedly Nvidia put in their order for 40 series chips before the crypto crash happened.
Oh.
And they
Oh.
asked TMNT to cut their order, and TMNT won't unless they can find a buyer for all these 5 nanometer chips. And AMD did the same thing. So they're just fucked unless they want to eat the cost on all those chips.
Good. Fuck them.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah. So no, I was just like, so
Fuck 'em.
now there will be a glut of 4,000 series chips.
Good.
Oh my god. All right.
So maybe those will be lower than MSRP.
Maybe.
Like
know.
yeah, that's yeah. So
I'm okay with
fuck
it.
them.
Yeah.
No,
yeah,
me
of
too.
course.
After price gouging and short shipping for the past 2 years,
Shitty paper launches, all of it.
Yeah, like the fact that it took me 19 months into the product's life to get a 3080 for not even MSRP, not even $700. I had to pay $770, which you know the add-in board partners were supposed to be $800, so you know fine. I paid less than board partner MSRP, and I did pay for an overclock card, so you know.
Okay.
Yeah, so yeah. Man, let's talk about
Yes.
oh, that was it. I do have one more side thing I did also. Hey, just so you guys know, if you buy a Gigabyte OC card, this is the first time I've ever bought a Gigabyte video card. Their RGB controller is garbage. And for the love of God, make sure you update the firmware on your graphics card. Like not just like the GeForce Experience, but like Gigabyte has their
actual
own firmware that you have to install, and otherwise it'll fucking not want to run the RGB software or run like hot garbage. So that was obnoxious to handle. So yeah. But yeah, that's about it. Aaron, what about you? You play anything?
Oh, nothing new. It's been Deep Rock Galactic. It's been Skate 1. It's been Prototype. That's what I've been
Cool.
playing.
Hey, you wanna know
don't
what we
have
should-
new things to say.
Okay. Hey, we should be able to play Final Fantasy together soon.
Should
Yes.
data center travel is fixed.
That's
so
up.
we
Alright.
could do it. Yeah,
And supposedly they are adding hard mode dungeons soon, which makes me happy.
Lord.
that is exciting.
All right.
I'm a happy boy. Give me the hard dungeons.
Sure.
All right. So guys, we got anything else? Anything else we need to cover?
Video games. Tuesday, are we streaming?
Yes, hopefully. I need to talk to Derek and Emily, but supposedly Tuesday we're reviewing the MCU or ranking the MCU.
Yep.
I still need to schedule with everyone like, hey, when we doing this? But sometime this week you will be getting a podcast of reviewing Thor, and next week you'll be getting a podcast of reviewing Miss Marvel.
Yeah.
So there you go, everybody. And do we have anything else for you, Aaron? You gonna stream it all this week?
I might come up with something, but I don't have anything. It's, my advice is to join our Discord and to check out our social media to see when we're streaming. We'll probably have a schedule up for that in a little bit.
Yes, I may stream this week impromptu at some point as well. So yeah, but I need to, now that I'm finally not sick or have company to deal with or I'm dealing with other shit. I am now at a point where like, all right, I'm good. I can clean my house and then get back to streaming.
Yep.
So
Let's keep an eye on those areas.
yes, sir. All right, guys. Hey, we love you. We'll see you next week, and please sure to follow us on Twitter, Facebook,
All that fun stuff.
Instagram,
All the socials.
Yep.
all the socials, TikTok, because we're old.
Yeah.
You guys have a video up there, don't you?
We have a video up there.
Oh yeah,
One?
we have a video.
Yep. It's real good.
Okay.
All right.
All right, bye guys. We love you.
See you guys later.
Yeah.